Hi everyone, and welcome to our weekly webinar from June 26th. We have with us Angela Rodriguez, who has prepared this amazing presentation. So just make sure to have either a piece of paper or a notebook where you can write down all of the tips that she's going to be sharing with us. Hi, Angela, welcome.
Thank you. Happy Monday, everybody. We're here to give you a few quick tips and inspiration for your week. So our agenda for today is we're going to do Body Fresh, that sage gel. We're going to talk a little bit more about that because it's on special this month. And I think a lot of us kind of need the full overview of how to use that in different ways. It's a really cool product. For our sales tips, we'll be giving you some ideas for life after 40. How can you do a workshop focused on customers who are going through menopause, going through some typical issues that happen as we approach middle age and beyond, so that you have lots of topics that you can include in a workshop for this week for your customers. For our business tools, we'll go over how to find the different quizzes like the muscle and joint care quiz that is already in our consultant app. We'll go through our last stage of Canva Bootcamp, which is mostly just a review of all the tools. And I'll show you a couple of extra tools at the end with that. And then our time sensitive reminders. So today we'll talk about the Body Fresh gel with sage. Now, this is a really cool herbal tradition. When we're using sage, it's historically considered to be sacred. So it's like the word sage, when we say that in Latin, it means the plant that saves, right? So it has lots of great wellness benefits for us. It's astringent, deodorant, stimulating, firming, and toning properties that have been attributed to this plant over the years. Herbalists have used it to calm inflammation, abscess, and wounds, lots of healing properties. And it also is nowadays, when we use this in herbal remedies, it's used to fight infection, reduce inflammation, and regulate oil levels of the skin. So sage is one of various key ingredients in this product, but these ingredients that working together have been known to refresh and revitalize our skin, provide a profound and intense long-lasting effect on our skin, stimulate and invigorate, improve the elasticity and tone, preserve the skin's natural moisture, and balance oily skin. When we use this, when you're trying to describe it to your customers, it's a multiple use gel. So this one's not a cream, this one is a gel with a really pleasant, light fragrance and soft texture. It's great for hot days of high heat and humidity. If you live in a really hot, humid climate, especially, and you sometimes just don't even want to put on regular body lotion because you don't want to feel that, that like texture on your skin because you're already so like sticky from the humidity. This is a great alternative for like your moisturizer on your body when you are going to be dealing with hot, humid climate. So it's naturally invigorating after your daily shower. If you just want that refreshing feel on your skin, is a great aftershave product. Moisturizes and tightens open pores. So if you have people with combination skin or oil prone skin, this is a really good fit for that. Hello, everyone who's joining us now. It's ideal as a relaxing and refreshing mask. You won't want to put it on the eye area, right? There are very few products that we put on our eye area, but people can put that on their face as a mask and then rinse. It's refreshing after a day out in the sun. Our skin kind of feels like hot and uncomfortable sometimes after we've been out in the sun. This is refreshing for that. Great for people who are dealing with hot flashes. It can be stored in the refrigerator for that extra cooling effect for this purpose as well. So it feels just wonderful on your skin, refreshing and calming for our skin. So this connects with our sales tips, which is we want to give you some information, some background information to help you reach your audience of people in life after 40 or life after their 40s, depending. As your customers are approaching middle age, there are just some new needs that might come up, and we're going to show you how to apply used products in a workshop that you could demonstrate for those customers. So when we are in our 40s and beyond, the body begins to slow down a little bit. Some of its processes slow down a little bit, and it just takes longer to recover from certain things. So we'll notice that because of hormonal changes or maybe unhealthy eating habits, ineffective daily routines, lack of exercise, stress, loss of strength, all of these things, decreased metabolism is a big one that we start noticing even in our 30s. There's just a lot of changes going on, and all of a sudden we're like, what's going on with my body? And we need a little extra support in our daily routines. So the key changes and losses that people tend to notice: aches, pains, strains, their energy and endurance feels a lot less than it used to be. Their muscle tone and weight is much harder to maintain. Their quality of sleep can suffer. It can be hard to get your brain to kind of slow down and get into restful sleep. Their digestive health might change. They might have to change their diet and that sort of thing. Their vision might change. So there's a lot of, and also lack of concentration because we just get mentally tired a little bit more quickly. So these are all normal things. We complain about them as we approach middle age. Like they are all normal things that we go through, but it's nice to have a toolkit of products that do help support us with all of these things that can be going on as we approach middle age. So if you have customers who are dealing with more frequent aches and pains, sprains, that maybe they just get overexertion more easily. And that's when we're going to talk about these other sets of body care. For the Pain Away set, that's focused more on muscle care, right? Or the Better Movement set, that one has the Arnica Dead Sea Salt, the Sanactive Dead Sea Salt Creamy Gel, and the 31 Herbal Oil is more for joint care. We also still have Comfrey Cream available for people who are prone to sprains and like sports injuries and things like that. If your customers are complaining of fatigue, lack of energy, that is a big change as we approach this stage of life. Guducci Revitalizer is the perfect fit for this. It helps restore energy, get your focus back to 100%, and it encourages the release of endorphins, which is really great for those moments of just those slumps during the day that we have. And a lot of times, like if your customers are dealing with digestive issues and things like that, they might not still be able to do the coffee that they used to. That might affect their blood. So this is a really good natural alternative for that quick energy boost. I love this product. It's one of my most used ones. For lack of concentration, remember that peppermint and lemon are some of our top essential oils. If you're going to be recommending those to your customers, have them use it in their diffuser or in an aromatherapy burner. They can do quick aromatherapy by just putting a drop on a tissue and putting that over their face and breathing it in, or with something like our aroma blends, like an aroma blends body mist in the air or even on their bodies. So just trying to teach them how to use these are pure essential oils. What are the safe ways to use those two products? Since they shouldn't be just directly on the skin, they need to be properly diluted to use them. Now, sleep issues and insomnia. This is one that I hear so many people complain about, that this is really a struggle for them. So we do have a really cool combination that you could demonstrate for your customers by having them look at the lavender cream, Melissa Bath Essence, and Gardenia Nights, right? So lavender cream, really easy to just apply on your temples and behind your neck before bed. It's great on bug bites, right? It's a really good multi-purpose cream. Melissa Bath Essence, great for putting a capful or two in a nice warm bath. That's a great way to decompress before bedtime. Really great if someone feels overstimulated during the day. And Gardenia Nights, which helps our GABA receptors work a little bit better in our brain and help them slow themselves down at the end of the day and get more restful sleep. Now, for your demonstration, you can even show a quick tip of how to use all three of these products together, even minus the bath. You could take a little bit of lavender cream with a drop of the Melissa Bath Essence in the lavender cream as like its carrier. You rub those together and rub on the soles of your feet, which is a great receptor for products like these. And then take Gardenia Nights and apply that behind your ear, nape of neck, on the inside of your wrist. Breathe that in because it smells fantastic. But that's a really quick demo. Take a screenshot if you're looking for something for like your weekly workshop this week. This would be a great thing to talk about with your customers. Okay, so remember, we're looking at, okay, these are lots of different ideas for life after 40s. So pick something that you think would be a good fit for your customers and go with that. You don't want to show all these products, but you want to pick something that fits. I'm also going to talk about another one for hot flashes and night sweats. Remember that Body Balm is a really refreshing product for during hot flashes. It's not that we can stop hot flashes, but we can refresh when they are happening. So Body Balm, you apply that to your neck, nape of neck, and arms. This is great to have like on someone's nightstand, just to refresh quickly when that happens at night and get on with their sleeping process. Body Fresh is another one. A lot of people keep this in the fridge so that they get that really refreshing feeling as they apply that on their skin. Okay. So take a look, let us know in the chat of all these different products that we mentioned for life in our 40s and beyond, what do you think would be a great combination for your own workshop? Think of a specific set you would like to talk about related to these needs. What is maybe 3 to 5 products that you want to bring together and show a routine to your customers? Think of something from these different topics that you could bring together for something really meaningful for your customer group or your other contacts that you have. Go ahead and share in the chat if you'd like. What are you thinking for this week's workshop with your own customers? Okay, so I also want to show you, as we're talking about these customer needs, remember that we have these quizzes created. They're available in our virtual office and in our app to do, like, have our customers complete a quiz and see if they have these needs. And those quizzes lead them right to products that are best suited for them. Obviously, you help with that as well, but this is a really cool tool to post to your social media. Or to message out to your customer and contact base for them to kind of get that conversation started. So today I'm going to show you the muscle and joint care quiz. This has just like a really easy little quiz over here that has 10 little questions. It says, do you have a muscle contracture that's bothering you? Do you feel that your muscles ache when you don't warm up properly? Do you often suffer from tension-related headaches, etc.? And it kind of goes through some of our top needs for muscle and joint care and the products related to them. And then you'll notice on this backside of this little document that you'll see it tells them, like, based on your quiz results, these are products that you should add into your routine, and it kind of explains like the basics about each product. So it'll say, if you selected 1 or more questions between questions 1 and 4, look at our Juniper products. If you selected 1 or more questions from questions 5 or 6, look at Comfrey Creamy Gel. If you selected something from 7 to 10, look at Arnica Creamy Gel for like joint care and reducing inflammation. So this is a really cool tool that you will support as the consultant, but you can also just kind of share it independently and like say, hey, I'm just opening up conversations about muscle and joint care with my customers to wrap up this month. Do you want to take this quick quiz and let me know how it goes? And you just kind of give them some demonstrations for how they could add this into their routine. So let us know if you've already used this product before in the chat, or this resource, and if it has been helpful for you to start those conversations with your customers. Now, where can we find this? This is in our virtual office. If you go into spas and spa tools, all those different quizzes are listed there in our spa tools. That would be like on a desktop, right? Or if you're on your phone, just go to your consultant app, open resources and the resources folder. And at the top, just search quiz and you'll see all of the different quizzes that are available there. You'll click open, choose the one that you need. Here I'm talking about muscle and joint care quiz. Click open and there will be the document. Now, this is not an image, this is a document. So what I usually do is I screenshot and kind of crop right along the document and just make it 2 separate images that I can easily share with my customers. Okay, that's how I do it from my phone anyways. Any questions about that process, how to get to these quizzes, to have those conversations? This is a great thing to do at the beginning of a month when you know our topic based on the offers that are coming out. Go ahead and search for a quiz on that topic that you can use to start sending out right away and get the conversation rolling. Okay, I don't see any questions at this point. Then we'll move on to our Canva Bootcamp. Today is the last day of Canva Bootcamp. If we find that there are other needs that you need, we can always do some more, but this is the last planned one at least. And I just want to go over kind of a review of what we've done so far to make sure everyone's feeling really confident with that. And at the end, I'll just show you a couple of extra tools that exist in there. So we've already talked about a tour of the main tools, how to create stories, how to create posts, how to work with images from the website, put them in frames, remove background off of those. There's tons of templates and filters that help us make our work more efficient in Canva as well. So today we're going to do a review of tools, and I'll show you a little bit too about how you can make videos in Canva. We're not going to go very in depth, but you can take all these same tools that you've been using and put them to work to create short videos, which are really fun for reels and stories as well. So today we'll talk about templates and filters, a review of that toolbar, how to work with images in different ways, and videos. Okay, so here I'm going to come out of the screen And you should be able to see my Canva. Let me get my annotation up so that you can see where I'm pointing. If you have your second device up, those of you who are doing this right along with us, go ahead and get Canva up and rolling so that you can do this process with us. So quick review. When we open our Canva account, go ahead and start with a free one. There are tons of tools available to us with a free account. And we will start here on our home page. And the most time efficient way we have found is to go over here to the left-hand menu and click on templates. We've done this a time or two, right? Those of you who have been here every week, we go to templates. And once we're in templates, we search up here a topic or something that we want to be present in the style or in the images on our template. So, oh, here, I'm going to do one. I'm doing like menopause based workshop this week, and I was just in these templates. I'm going to go into menopause because I want to make like an invitation graphic that I can share with my customers. So I go to menopause, and remember, this will give you a lot of different results in different sizes. Some of them are like the square post size. Some of them are going to be like poster size. Some of them are story size. So this is kind of everything. When I want to limit my results, remember, we go here to this little top option that says all filters, social media, and then choose the size that you're looking for. I think I will do Instagram post to start with for this design I'm going to make after our webinar today. And I can choose style, theme, anything that I already have in mind for this, that's fine. And remember, when you're working on your desktop, you'll also see this price option in your filters. So I click on free because I don't have a pro account. Yes, and I've made a lot of graphics off of my free account. That's another thing I love about Canva. So many options. And that cuts out all the pro stuff that I don't have with my free account, and it cuts out anything that's not the size I'm looking for. So now here I look for an image that fits my brand, that fits the colors I want, that fits the topic I want. Let's see, and I think this might be a good fit for my personal brand. And I'm going to go to customize this template. I haven't used this one before, so we'll take a peek. Okay, so I like this so far. Remember, the nice thing about using a template is you already have images to start with. You already have text and design elements already organized for you. So here, I'm just going to go over your toolbar again. Go to the left-hand side, that like vertical toolbar, and I will go over what that is. If you're not seeing as much as I am, remember there's this little arrow here that hides that. And then you can open that back up once you click on one of the tools. So if you don't want to see all this stuff all the time, there's this little arrow right here in the center that will hide it until you click on your toolbar again. Yeah, some of us like to zoom in and see what we're doing a little bit better, and that can be really helpful. So when we're at the left-hand side here, design is a place to find templates. So if you didn't start by searching a template, this is where you can find them here. That's another easy way to get to those. Then elements is where we have all of the images, the shapes, the arrows, the graph, like the images, the clip art, all of those things that are already available to us in Canva show up here. If you see anything that says pro or has a little crown by it, those are not available to the free account. So you'll want to stick to what doesn't have those little markers on. But here I can type in frame and find photo frames to pop my photos in. We'll go over that again. In elements, I can also look up, I'm going to try menopause. I haven't tried this yet. We're going to try menopause, and it gives me photos, graphics, videos that I can choose from that are on that topic. You can click see all to expand that. Now, what you will find with a free account is that sometimes if you have a really specific search, that gives you a ton of paid options. Just kind of a little tip. So sometimes it's something really, I need something general like bath or exercise or wellness. And if you simplify your search term a little bit, you will find tons of images that will still apply to your topic. Does that make sense? So here's where you find images, and all you have to do once you have searched and found something that you like, you just click on it and it will show up, and you resize it and you move it around and you do whatever you need to. Or let's say I'm on a template and I was like, I thought I liked this image, but maybe I want a different one. All I do is I click on this image and a little toolbar will show up above it. I click on these three dots And here it gives me all these different options, and it usually has one to replace. Maybe I don't have it this time. Oh, interesting. Every once in a while, I get kind of a dead one where it doesn't work, but it should have a lot of times, especially when I'm working on my phone, it has an option to replace. This one says replace background. I'm going to see, no, that's not what we want. Interesting. So most of the time you can replace your image right from there. This one's not giving me that option, but I could also delete and put a new image in this space, and that will still work out okay. All right, so that's a good way to update it to exactly what you want, even after you started with the template. Or in a lot of times I'll go down to graphics. I also like to use kind of like these clip art type images. I can search shapes and arrows and things like that. All of that is found in elements. Yes, elements, images, graphics that are already in Canva for us. Uploads is where you are going to see images of things that you have uploaded or copied and pasted images into your Canva workspace. So if you have an image that you got from our website, here you can go to upload files, and you just choose the image from your desktop, for example, and it will put that right into Canva, and it stays here. That's the nice thing, especially with product pictures. You'll notice that I have a bunch already saved in here. All I have to do, if I have like Comfrey in the name of that file, and I go up here to search my uploads, and I search Comfrey, maybe I didn't do it, or lavender. I just did this the other day and a couple popped up for me. When you save the file, sorry, I'm gonna start a coughing there. When you save the file, put the name of the product in the name of the file, so that when you upload it, you can search for that product and it will pop right up for you. How easy is that? Maybe I didn't do that with Comfrey for some reason. But then all of your images just stay here in your workspace. You don't have to keep uploading them again and again. They will be saved in your uploads. And like I said, that happens whether you click this upload files button or whether you copy them from our website and paste them in here. It automatically is like uploading them and keeps them all in a safe place for us. So how cool is that? The other tool we use a lot is text. This is helpful because it has, if we're going to add new text boxes here, you can choose, do you want a heading size, a subheading size, or just a little bit of body text? You can kind of start with the main size here. What I really love too is these combinations. They're called font combinations. Sometimes it's hard to find a variety of fonts that work well together. So when we come down here to font combinations, it's automatically, if we click on one of these, it automatically gives us a combination of fonts, and we just click on each word and change them. Yes? Has anyone played around with that, with the different fonts yet? Here, I'm going to delete this and kind of pull this up so I can show you a little better. When I have these little font combinations from the text tool, what happens is these are already grouped together. You see, if I drag them around, they stay together. That's great most of the time. But let's say I start changing around my words a little bit and I want to say aromatherapy. Oh, shoot, that doesn't fit. Yes, this has become less convenient for me. What I do is I click on it again, and see how it says ungroup? I'm going to ungroup these now so that I can click each separate box and resize it and change that around. So I still have this great combination of fonts that I really like, but then I can personalize and respace and resize a little bit more. So if you are using this text box or this text option in your toolbox and you're using these different combinations, just know that they will be grouped. All you have to do is click ungroup, and then you're able to resize and move things around a lot more. So sometimes grouping is really convenient, but if you're not aware of it, sometimes it's like, why can't I change this one box? That's all I wanted to do. Okay, so any questions so far? Okay, this would not be how I would leave this image, but that was just an example. All right, I'm going to get rid of those. So that is our text combinations, which make life easy for us in terms of someone has already gone through and put two fonts together that work really nicely and look nice. Also, they have, a lot of them have like these special effects, like the lights and the glow and the shadow behind them and things like that. Again, to make our life easier. Okay, and then those are the main tools that you will need to use at this point. Any questions? Go ahead and pop them in the chat. And we will go quickly over our how to get images of our used products into our graphics in different ways. So a lot of our images we're going to get from our personal website or our shopping website, right? So I'm going to go ahead into my website and I am going to look up Body Fresh Gel with Sage. My computer sounds like it's tired. It's like having a rough day. It's a Monday over here for my computer. Okay, so it's really thinking about that one. Let's try this website again. I don't know why it's being so spinny. Too many images pulled up with Canva, maybe. All right. I'm going to click around here a little bit and see if that's any faster. I think the site was fixed. So, oh yeah, here they come. Okay. So it must be my internet that's moving slowly. I'm going to find an oil that I need for my graphic. Yes, let's say I'm talking about bergamot. This is not a perfect fit for my menopause topic, but we'll use it. So what I do is I open up the image from my website, and you'll notice there's usually a few listed here. So find which one is easier for you to work with. And I'm going to click on it, and that already gives me like a bigger version. But a lot of times I like to also open it in a new tab, which means once I've opened this from the website in this biggest version, I right click and go to open image in a new tab. And then I just click over here and now it's all by itself. The reason why we do that is a lot of websites compress image sizes and you don't get as high quality image when you just click and copy that first image that you see. That's usually compressed a little bit. It's not the highest quality. So you want to get the highest quality image so that it's not blurry on your graphic. And you can just copy this. So I right clicked and copied. Yes. And I go back over to Canvas onto my workspace. I right click and paste. Have to be on the image, I believe. And I go to paste, and there it is. Now you will see I just copied and pasted, but it lit up over here in uploads, and now it's also saved in my uploads. Yes, like what we had just talked about. So I copied and pasted and brought this over. Now, sometimes this is kind of boxy. I can pull these little bars over and resize this image, but this is kind of hard to work with and make it fit into my design. So two things that we do to make our images of our products look better is use photo frames and we remove the background on them. You can do either one, whatever fits best for your graphic, whatever you feel more comfortable with. So again, we go back to our elements. I'm going to go back to this main page in elements and I search frame, and all of these little like landscape looking things are all photo frames that I can add. I use the circle one a lot. You can add to your graphic and you just drag an image into it and voila, it is ready. It is cut. It's beautiful. It fits into your graphic well. We've already talked about too, if you want to make that look a little bit bolder or stand out a little bit more. Also in elements, you could grab just like a circle. You just search for a circle. Look at how smart Canva is picking a color out of my design already. And you can place a circle behind your photo frame. Oh, and if you get here and you're like, why isn't it behind it? Remember, you always have this little menu bar on top. Click those three dots. This layer option lets you layer your images on top of each other. So I'm going to tell it to send backwards instead of sending it all the way to the back, just send backwards and it goes behind there. I can resize these so that one fits beautifully behind the other. And see how that kind of makes it pop a little bit more? Super easy tip. Put your photo in a frame on top of a circle or on top of that same shape and change the colors, whatever. But that's a really easy way to make your image pop. The other thing that we do is we take these images and we take them over to a website called Remove BG to remove the background off of them so that it's just like a cutout of it, right? So all we do is we go to a new tab. We look at remove BG, remove.bg/upload is this website. If you just Google remove BG, that should be what shows up. There's a lot of remove background websites, but a lot of them are really filled up with ads and can get kind of scammy. So this has been the cleanest, easiest one that we have found. So here I just go to upload image and it'll be waiting for an image that I have from the website. So you might have to go to your image and save image as. give it a name like bergamot essential oil, something like that. So it saves to your desktop. You are going to upload that. And let's see, I will pick one of these. Okay, you upload an image from our website, and this website really quickly is going to cut out the background, and you can just copy image and click on your image, right click, paste, there it is. Okay, this fits on top of a lot of other images and things like that that you're working on. If you just want to put it in the corner, just want to kind of have the product kind of represented there, cutting out the background is a great way to do that. And remember, on this website, you can also click edit and erase, and you can use that to, like, if you don't want the box on there, you just want the tube, you can do that, and it erases part of the image, and you can kind of modify it as needed. And again, you just copy paste and you're good to go. Yeah. So this website is really, really handy for our design, because otherwise you need to have a paid version of Canva in order to remove background on Canva, which we don't all want to do. And also, when I use it this way and I put that image in here, let's see, it also is going to be saved as an image without the background in my uploads for later, which is really helpful too. Okay, that's our main review of our tools. Again, this image is not finished, but you see how easy it was to pull those elements together in those different ways. Okay, the last thing I wanted to show you, I'm going to go back to my home screen here. You can use all of these same tools if you want to play around with making some short videos for your social media. All you do is you go to video, like we're at our home page in Canva, video. You can make a square Facebook video, like for posting, or you can do a mobile video or a TikTok video, Instagram reel. All of those are like telephone size videos. And you just click there and you can start creating your video. You can also find those in templates. Where was I? You would type in your key term. You would go over here to social media, and you would go to TikTok video, for example. And you can also get all these templates available to you to get started. I'm going to find one that's not paid. So I went to my templates, I filtered for videos, and here I can add elements, images, text, transitions, things like that to create a video. Oh, this one's kind of fun. It's like broken down into 3 different parts. This is way fancier than I could do on my own. So I grabbed a template and I just upload the different pieces that I want to put together, download it, and put it on my social media. Super easy. So if you are interested in learning more about how to make videos, maybe we can schedule that in for another webinar in the future. But I wanted to let you know all of these tools can be used to put together a really cool video for your stories as well. I don't want to go too far over our 30 minutes. So we won't have time to go through and make like a whole video because it is a little bit more time consuming. But if you're interested in doing that, please let us know in the chat. Maybe we can do another quick tutorial a different day as our webinar schedule permits. Any questions for me? So far, it looks like we're doing all right. Okay. Oh my goodness, I keep coughing today. All right. So that is our review. Hopefully you are feeling much more confident with Canva to create beautiful graphics for your personal brand, for your social media. Make sure that you keep this on your to-do list and post regularly to keep your algorithms up and to keep that beautiful content. If people see something that you've posted and they're interested in more, they're going to click on your profile, and it's nice if it looks professional and well done, if the colors kind of stay similar and your brand is really well represented, and Canva helps us with that a lot. Yeah. Okay. So thank you. Any questions, go ahead and add them in the chat. And you know where to find me in the consultant group in Facebook. If you have other specific questions or troubleshooting, I'm happy to help with all of that. Okay, so let's move on to our call to action for this week. It's still very similar to what we've been doing all month, because sometimes we need those reminders to start with these new habits. Remember to make simple images or videos to post to our social media every day. Or for some of it's 3 days a week, sometimes it's 5 days a week. If you can every day, that's a really great algorithm booster. And also, we're going to continue to encourage you to plan a weekly workshop or demonstration. Try to get this rolling in a specific set time and day, like Wednesdays at 8 p.m., Thursdays at 6 p.m., whatever works best for the majority of your customers. Invite people ahead of time, put it on your calendar. Keep it really consistent so people know that that's always happening every week. Okay. It could be a Facebook Live, it could be a Zoom, it could be whatever you need it to be. Some people even do like live ones at their house once a week. So whatever you think will work best for your customer base, do it weekly so that you keep, teaching your customers and keeping them excited about Yoast. Yes. All right. And then that is the end of our main training for today. Thank you so much, everyone who has joined us.